Hey there, everyone. How are we doing this morning? Happy Valentine's Day. Um, talking about a holiday that is for the greeting cards and chocolate and flowers industry, huh? Pretty crazy. So first off, let me just say, it is Valentine's Day. So if you didn't know, you still have time potentially to go get something if you would like. Um, I am kind of struck by the idea that we need to go buy things to show our appreciation, affection, love for others. You know, shouldn't they know, right? Shouldn't they know every day and not just on February? One thing I want to suggest we all try to do today, try to make it a habit, is why don't we just try to focus on being kind, maybe smiling a little more, doing those little gestures that are just nice to do, right? Why don't we try to be a little extra happy today? See how that feels. So, um, again, happy Valentine's Day. If you forgot, you know, you got a little bit of time. Get something on the way home if you would like. Uh, next up, I don't know about you, but maybe I'm just an idiot or crazy or whatever. But yesterday I had the crazy idea to try something hard. Ideally, something I hadn't done before. This is going to be a physical challenge. So, at about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I just started a run, which is not abnormal for me, but the distance I was about to travel in 2 hours and 35 minutes was. I ran for the first time ever. Like, I didn't run this far when I was in cross country in high school. I ran 16 and a half miles yesterday just to see if I could. I picked a destination. Basically, I went down the street, took a left, and just kept running. And then I had to run back. So ran just over 8 miles out, 8 miles back, 8.5 miles, whatever it is. So that was fun. I am paying for it today. My knees and hips and ankles and feet are trash, but it felt good. It 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 was quite the accomplishment. I was really happy when it was done. Again, never did something like that before. Just wanted to see if I could, and I did. So try something that pushes yourself. If you're you know go for a long walk. Try to do something that pushes you physically sometimes, and see how that feels. So that was interesting. I did see an article about median home prices across the country, and San Francisco and San Jose are nuts. And it just goes back to the reason why, for a lot of folks looking to get their first home, it makes total sense why they are leaving the Bay Area and going elsewhere. I didn't write them all down because they were heart wrenching, but basically the U.S. average is 200. Let's call it $235,000. And what they did is they did a calculation of what it would take medium income to afford it, and roughly 50K. If you made 50K, you and your significant other, you could afford to buy the average home in much of the country. And they went on to list 10 to 12 cities where you could make as low as 35 grand. I think that was Detroit. Up to like 60 or 65K. I think it was Nashville. And then they went to, where'd they go first? They went to San Francisco first. Get this. The median income, or first off, the median home price in San Francisco is $990,000, just shy of $1 million. And when you know it, you have to make 200K a year to afford that house. Then they went to San Jose. It's $1.25 million. Yeah, exactly. San Mateo, 1.6. It's crazy. You have to make 250K a year. So again, when people look at me and they ask why I'm negative on the Bay Area, all you got to do is point to the numbers. It's unaffordable here. We are very slowly going to lose teachers and police and fire and all of these things. And the median is just being wiped out, right? The middle class is being wiped out. So this is why I'm negative on the Bay Area real estate. I am positive on single family homes for the country. I think 2020 is going to be a great year to own real estate. You're going to see appreciation. You're likely going to see some rent appreciation as well. But I am not a fan of $1 million in San Francisco and 1.25 million in San Jose. And I've lived here nearly my entire life. So I don't like saying these things about home, right? This is home for me. But when you need to make 200K a year or 250K a year to afford the home, that's not normal, people. That's all I gotta say. That's just not normal. So again, that just bothers me. So again, very negative on the Bay Area real estate market. It's unhealthy. It's unaffordable. If you've read our book, One Rental at a Time, you know I watched the affordability index, and it's unaffordable here. Next up, I did see an article from a self-made millionaire that I thought was interesting. This individual was kicked out of high school for hacking the computer system. Did you release the info on where you're... yeah, I am speaking next in... I did a video on it the last couple of days. I am in San Jose on Tuesday, San Francisco on Wednesday, and Berkeley on Thursday next week. I don't know what days those are, but next week. Yeah, so there's a video, addresses, everything in there. So again, self-made millionaire kicked out of high school for hacking the computer systems. He talked about what it is to kind of build your company, which I thought was interesting. He talked about creating an asset, right? In his case, he was creating computer software. Ultimately, he sold it for 8 figures, so good for him. So definitely work on creating an asset. Mastery, like Gary Vee talks about, get a very focused niche and learn that niche very well. He called it mastery. Focus on the customer. Make sure you are focused on the customer first, that kind of stuff. Totally agree with. Go above and beyond. Always exceed expectations where you can, which I think is valuable advice. And be ready and accept setbacks. It's not a straight line to success. And 8 figures for some zeros and ones. Gotta love America. That was funny. I worked in software for 20 years, man. You have no idea. You have no idea. Crazy stuff going on. So yeah, again, accept setbacks. The line between where you are and where you want to go is not straight. It is very jaggedy, and you got to go backwards to go forward sometimes. So appreciate that. So in the end, it's Valentine's Day. I do want to remind you, don't forget yourself, right? Maybe do something nice for yourself. You got to take care of yourself as well. So that is interesting. Which article would you like? I'm not sure which one you want. Yeah, which one you want. And again, do something for yourself. I do find it odd that we have to buy... Actually, no, this is a question for you. When you buy flowers or chocolate or cards and have them delivered to work, right, the work of your significant other... Morning, Josh. Are you doing that for them? Or are you doing it for them because their cube mates are going to see it and all of that stuff? Okay, I'll put the link in the description when I get done recording this. So give me 20 minutes. I always thought about that. So that would be interesting. So I always, when I was in a cube in an office, it was always, when people got flowers, it was always the people around them. So I don't know. In the end, needs versus wants. I think there's far more ways to be appreciative on Valentine's Day with a nice gesture, a smile, all of those things. So in the end, first and foremost, if you forgot, today's Valentine's Day. Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Again, the Bay Area real estate's crazy. $1 million in the city, 1.25 in San Jose. If I was 25 years old, I would not live here. There's no chance. I couldn't afford to live here. I'd have to live in a shoebox or my car. It's crazy. So in the end, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I have to go ice my knees or something. My knees are killing me. Save the money. I love your wife, Josh. That's awesome. But, make her a handwritten card or something. Show her you care. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful day. I'll do my best to go back and get the links. And you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.